I'm Brad, that's my award for YouTube, and this is Money Dojo.
Money Dojo!
So, adults waste so much... Why is this seat always creaking like that? It kind of throws me off my game. Why are adults always spending so much money on dining out? Is it because it's awesome? The answer is yes. Everybody likes going out to eat. It's a fun time.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes.
You're out with all the people. But restaurants know this, and they also have an incredible amount of overhead, all the expenses to run their business. So going out is a lot of money. Here is how you can save money while going out to eat. You don't need to impress your family, your date, your friends, or even yourself by going to the most expensive restaurant. They're usually not even the best value. A better idea is to go to Google and set the search to 2 stars rather than 3 or 4, and simply looking for the highest rated restaurant within that category. That is value. Going to the place that's not a lot of money, but that people like it the best. 2, you're going to want to maybe have a rewards credit card that rewards you for having a good time out dining by giving cash back on the bill. There's different cards that might offer as much as 3 or 4% for using at restaurants. Now, that doesn't mean that you should just go out to eat as much as you want because you're going to get cash back. Rather, when you do go out to eat, you'll get that bit of money back. Coupons and deals. Don't be embarrassed, for example, about using a Groupon. I use these all the time. I heard a story once about a woman was upset on her date because the guy pulled out a Groupon and that she did not have a second date after that. You know what? You don't want to be with a person like that anyway. And that goes for women too. They don't want to be with a guy that's going to mock a concept like saving money. Not everything at a restaurant is priced equally. I'm not talking about that there's different prices on the menu. I'm talking about the unit price, the cost, and their margin. So restaurants want you to buy a lot of alcoholic beverages, appetizers, and anything else that they can upsell you on.
I know this steak doesn't exist.
A good hint is if the waiter, whose tip is based partly on the size of the bill, is trying to push you in the direction of something. Yes, sometimes they're pushing you in that direction because that food is good, but more often than not, it's in their own self-interest. So maybe have appetizers and drinks at home before you leave. Yes, I know appetizers and drinks are one of the most fun parts at a restaurant. They know that too. Desserts are also a higher margin item at restaurants. Maybe consider skipping that too. Dine out on weekdays. Some restaurants will offer various specials for going out earlier in the day. Take advantage of loyalty programs. If there's a particular place that you go to more than others, you might be able to take advantage of whatever their program is. This can even be something like if you go to Starbucks that you can get a free cup of coffee on the umpteenth time. I don't go to Starbucks. I have no idea how they do that. But you get the idea. If you're going to a place a lot anyway, they might have some kind of a rewards program. BYOB restaurants. This is an interesting concept. So I remember there was a place in New Jersey I used to go to because they would let me bring my own bottle of wine, and I always liked that. So check and see your local state laws if there's restaurants that offer that. Sharing meals, and this brings up another point, which is whatever you order, know what the size of it is to begin with, and then bring it home so you can eat it at another time, and that stretches the bill out. But you might have something that you can order that you can split with another person, and that saves money. Maybe you don't need 2 pizzas. You can get 1 small pizza to your entree if you want to be a fat ass. Do it like that. I have a crude rule of thumb that I use in addition to the Google Maps concept I talked about earlier, which is that by and large, in different cities, restaurants on the water are going to be more expensive because they're essentially charging you for the view and not so much the food. That might be something that you want to do, but if you're eating because you're hungry and you're on vacation and you don't want to go to the supermarket for whatever reason, probably it's best to avoid food on the water. Anyways, YouTube thinks that you will enjoy this video next.